Welcome back to the 2025 Monster Energy Melee presented by Holley Off-Road. We're here at the Beech Bend Raceway, and it's a beautiful day. We do have some weather moving in tonight, but this has been a great time for the Holley LS Fest. And speaking about Monster Energy, we got a giveaway that's going to be happening here right now. So if you did buy some merch from Roxy over the Ultra 4 Mega Merch, go over there right now. They're getting ready to give away some swag. You do have to be present to win. So go check out Roxy. She'll be giving away some Monster Energy swag. We're still waiting for a little bit more of a track prep to get going, but we will be live racing with the UTV Tire Spine Stock class coming up here very soon. So head over to Roxy, see if you win some Monster Energy stuff. We'll be right back with some more racing action.
Over 25 years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks. The leader in off-road shock technology.
We don't take these lightly. They're not practiced or anything like that. We're here to try to win. You know, we're getting bigger car counts. It's a new track. It's a cool venue, and it's a different change of scenery.
That's what Ultra 4 is. But then when the green flag drops, it's all out battle. Mad Max and Thunderdome.
It's going to be tough. The competition is the best of the best.
For me, it's just a place to go release some anger and have some fun with my kids, and it's like fist fighting in a goddamn race car.
Before racing to me is a way to get out with friends. It's where we spend time together. It's where you get your blood pumping.
I'm excited. I have a lot of confidence on where Ultra 4 is going to be.
Ultra 4 is awesome. It's so much fun because you're just wheel to wheel with the guy next to you, and especially in short course. And what an opportunity to be able to race side by side with like pro level drivers that have won K8 previously, OG drivers that have been in this for 10 plus years.
PCI Race Radios, the leader in off-road communications since 1972. Our equipment was developed for racing in Baja, perfected for enjoying the weekend with family and friends. PCI has the highest quality communications, navigation, and safety equipment, backed by the best support in the industry. Find us at hundreds of events each year, supporting our equipment on site and providing the PCI Weatherman Relay. See you in the desert.
Tested and proven in some of the world's most rugged environments, the all-new Warn Xeon XD and XP line of vehicle recovery winches have arrived, redesigned from the ground up. Warn Xeon XD and XP represent the ultimate in performance and durability on the market today. You'll have the confidence to go farther, and most of all, go prepared.
Welcome to the 2025 Monster Energy Beech Bend Melee. This is the Joker race presented by Holley Off-Road, and we are here at the Beech Bend Raceway in beautiful Bowling Green, Kentucky during the huge event that is LS Fest, thanks to Holley EFI. So this is some of the best wheel-to-wheel short course racing with some huge drifting corners, some big whoops, a rock section right here in front of the crowd, some big jumps, and it's going to be a great evening of racing. This will be all the UTV classes tonight for their prelim. I am Miles Hasquist, and this is Ultra 4 USA Racing at its finest. It's going to be one heck of a show. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. We just gave away some Monster Energy swag. And we do have Miller Richmond in that pole position, number 504. Out of New Orleans, Louisiana, with C. Miller Racing in that Can-Am Maverick R. Double E Racing, Maxxis, Raceline, RCV, CT Raceworks. And then next to him will be Sean Fensler, number 823, out of New Haven, Indiana, with Bumper Wilson Racing. And that Can-Am with MRT, VP Racing Fuels, Bumper Wilson Tuning. And then we have Nate Richardson, number 412, out of Noblesville, Indiana, with Jarhead Racing. And that Polaris with Power Sports Nation, MRT, RMRK Law, K1 Racing, and Sunoco Race Fuel. And then we have the 417 of Justin Barth out of Springfield, Missouri, with Bark Racing. And his Can-Am Maverick R, MRT, ZRP, G-Force, and CT Raceworks. This is the tire spine stock class. You have to have an OEM chassis, must use stock suspension pickup points, reinforcing is allowed, must run front body and side plastics, rear bed can be trimmed to fit a spare tire, 1000cc max engine, and 33-inch tires. It's about to go green. Jeremy's taking them for a little parade lap, and they'll bring them back and green flag them right before Monster Alley there at the start-finish. We've got 5 cameras out on course, and Jack with Believe Cam with his drone. He'll be piloting along, bringing some great action. Make sure you tune in. And also go to ultra4racing.livemotorsports.com for the same live timing I have right here at the Big B studio. And here he goes. He's pulling off. The start is about to go green. It's going to be a drag race between Miller Richmond, Sean Fensler, Nate Richardson, and Justin Barth. And we are live racing right here, right now for the Monster Energy Melee presented by Holley Off-Road. And at their early lead goes to Miller Richmond. And then Sean Fensler, Nate Richardson, and Justin Barth. So it is go time here during LS Fest. This is the tire spine stock class. This is a 5-lap race. It is a physical finish. This will get everything set up for tomorrow's main event for the tire spine stock class. So it is Miller Richmond way out front. Then Sean Fensler, Nate Richardson, and Justin Barth cruising through. We'll see him up next by the barn turn. The PCI race radio is definitely busy, but that's a good thing. There's the pilot of Jack with Believe Cam, chasing Miller Richmond, who's in the hunt for a national championship. This is our second Joker race of the season. Bowling Green, Kentucky is absolutely beautiful. We're just 60 miles north of Nashville. Population is 72,000, but they're expecting a huge crowd here for LS Fest. It was busy today, but they're saying it's going to be a jam-packed crowd tomorrow afternoon. And Miller Richmond through the Monster Alley with that early lead. He's got a 1-minute 46 lap time. Remember, this is physical finish. and Sean Finsler making his Ultra 4 USA debut in Joni Ford's old Brannock UTV. And then Nate Richardson, who has to cycle it, so Justin Barth gets around him. So Justin Barth moves into third position. Nate Richardson's back on the gas and trying to reel back in Justin Barth, who's also in the hunt for the Eastern Series Championship. But Miller Richmond pulled way out front, but it's a battle for third and fourth between Nate Richardson and Justin Barth. It's still Justin Barth out front, but Nate Richardson's not letting him out of his sights. Miller Richmond's got probably a 20-second lead on this 5-lap race. They are out on lap number 2 of 5 on this 1.1-mile track. Here for the 2025 Monster Energy Melee, presented by Holley Off-Road. We're here at the Beech Bend Raceway just outside of Bowling Green, Kentucky. So far, so good for the tire spine stock class. Miller Richmond is starting to check away. But remember, you need to save the car because to finish first you must finish. Heading back into the Monster Alley. Fun little rock section right in front of the crowd. This is their prelim race. It'll get them set up for their main event tomorrow afternoon. They're out on their their third lap of 5. And it still stands. Miller Richmond, Sean Finsler, Justin Barth, and then Nate Richardson. And not taking the start was Brianna Bolin. They had some issues with their car. They're hoping to make the main tomorrow afternoon with a rear start. So far, so good. Just getting racing underway. And joining me in the Big B studio is none other than Mr. Philip McGilton.
Hey, how you
the
doing?
fastest qualifier of the day. You had a rocket ship today.
Oh, man, I tell you what, it's good. It actually feels good to get that car up on the pole. For folks that followed around, we had a pretty rough Crandon.
Yeah, Crandon was a struggle bus, but you got her figured out.
Yeah, I got her figured out. So we came straight here from up there and been working on the car, and I thought we had everything under control. And we went up to the cruise thing last night, which was awesome.
Yeah,
really
how
great.
Cool is that?
Super cool.
You guys got a lot of eyeballs on you last night because it's different than what they're used to.
Yeah, and I think it's a great opportunity for Ultra 4 to get out around a different crowd. The drift guys is there and some of the burnout guys. Everything. But, yeah, it was awesome to get the cars out there and get a different crowd to get a chance to get a look at them. So it was really awesome.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun to watch. Miller Richmond still out front. He gets the whole shot, has not looked back. He's on his 4th lap of 5, so next time around should be the white flag. And it's Miller Richmond, Sean Finsler, Justin Barth, and then Nate Richardson.
Yeah, he's looking real smooth out there. He's got a nice line through the rocks and just taking care of his equipment right now, so doing a nice job.
And obviously you're racing 4,400 this weekend, but your UTV's getting down to the wire. That new UFO Mav-R is looking sweet. I know they put some test time on it last weekend, and you could race UTV and 4,400.
That's the idea, and we're really excited about that. We've got Southern Tire Mart and Yokohama all aboard, so we're going to be coming out next year with the 4,900 Open as well as the 4,400 Open cars for next year.
And you could race the UTV in Open or 4,400, and you could switch your Campbell car or the UFO. So you got some options now.
Yeah, no, it's pretty exciting. So that way I don't have to, because I was going to mention last night we were driving back for that cruise thing, and I lost a ring and pinion or a lock or one of the two on the way back into camp last night. So
that's not good, but obviously you got it fixed up and got the fastest lap of the day so far.
Awesome. So,
and that was a, what was it, a 124? Does that sound right?
I think it was a 124.
I think I wrote it down somewhere.
So, but so it was a great lap. Good times. You know, Paul and the gang are going to be tough. both Pauls.
Yeah,
I know,
Paul Wolf and Paul Herschel.
Yeah, Paul Herschel. He's got a great group over there. They'll get that thing tuned back up and ready for battle tomorrow, I'm sure. So.
Yeah, 124.5 if I wrote it down right.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but yeah.
It was fast. And the white flag comes out for Miller Richmond, who got the whole shot and never looked back. Mike's got that flag of flying.
Yeah, but, I mean, this is my first time to LS Fest, man. If you've never been here, guys, if you're an automotive person or you like cars, regardless of what kind of cars you like, this is a cool place to come to.
They've got a little bit of everything. And, yeah, how cool is it to have Ultra 4 USA during LS Fest? I love it.
A lot of vendors here, you know, like we have one with Frankenstein Engines. They do a lot of our head work and provide those parts. They're actually out here, so it's nice to put the car on the pole for them guys to be here and see it. But, yeah, no, it's awesome. Awesome venue.
And Nate Richardson and Justin Barth are still battling. There was a pass in Monster Alley at the boulders right in front of the crowd. So Nate Richardson takes a huge bicycle, but was able to save it.
Yeah, he's back in it. He's going, but, yeah, nice save.
So they're starting to spread out a little bit. Everybody's starting to get comfortable out there. So it is Miller Richmond, Sean Finsler, Justin Barth, and Nate Richardson, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we hope to see Brianna Boland tomorrow afternoon for her main event. She was unable to make the start for her prelim, but if she can get the car together, she can take a rear start. This is the first race of the day for Ultra 4 USA during LS Fest for the 2025 Monster Energy Melee presented by Holley Off-Road. And here he comes, Miller Richmond. Like I said, gets that pole position, hasn't missed a beat. So the checkered flag will be ready as he comes through the Monster Alley boulders. And he knows he's got it. His spotter's in his ear saying, take it easy, save the car. The first place pole position goes to Miller Richmond.
Nice run.
What a great run it was. And then it's Sean Finsler, but Justin Barth is hot on his heels, but they're both playing it safe.
I tell you what, one thing is really cool is that I don't know if for you guys watching, the difference is in how we're starting this race. You know,
so it's a rolling start into a corner straight into the rocks.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I mean, it'll be a little bit, but when we get to these main events, and these guys are really battling for be a lot of action down here in the rocks right in front of the grandstands as people's jockeying for positions. And the rock garden's great because there is several lines through there, so it should be some good side-by-side racing through the rocks. But definitely a cool feature for this event. That's not something we do on a regular basis. Again, that's special for here to Holley Fest. So awesome. So I think we'll see a lot of stuff in there, especially in the 4400 class. Wolf and myself, we're already eyeballing each other going, oh, this is going to get dicey.
Yeah, I saw Casey Gilbert saying the same thing, like, oh, okay, it's wide open.
When it comes to the money, ain't nobody's going to lift. So we're going in there side by side. So it's going to get spicy for sure. So
that was Nate Richardson. That was getting recovered, but so far, so good. This coverage of Ultra 4 USA for the Monster Energy Beech Bend Melee is presented by Holley Off-Road and is brought to you by our official sponsors, G-Force, All Things UTV, Tire Spine, Warren Racing, PCI Race Radios, and by NorCal Rock Racing, just to name a few. Well, Philip, it's always a pleasure having a quick chat with you, buddy. But while we get set up for the next race, we're going to step away from the action. More racing yet to come.
Right, thank you.
Over 25 years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks. The leader in off-road shock technology.
We don't take these lightly. They're not practiced or anything like that. We're here to try to win.
You know, we're getting bigger car counts. It's a new track. It's a cool venue, and it's a different change of scenery.
That's what Ultra 4 is. But then when the green flag drops, it's all out battle. Mad Max and Thunderdome.
It's going to be tough. Competition is the best of the best.
For me, it's just a place to go release some anger and have some fun with my kids, and it's like fist fighting in a goddamn race car.
Ultra racing to me is a way to get out with friends. It's where we spend time together. It's where you get your blood pumping.
I'm excited. I have a lot of confidence on where Ultra 4 is going to be.
Ultra 4 is awesome. It's so much fun because you're just wheel to wheel with the guy next to you, and especially in short course. And what an opportunity to be able to race side by side with like pro level drivers, drivers that have won KO8 previously, OG drivers that have been in this for 10 plus years.
PCI Race Radio is the leader in off-road communications since 1972. Our equipment was developed for racing in Baja, perfected for enjoying the weekend with family and friends. PCI has the highest quality communications, navigation, and safety equipment, backed by the best support in the industry. Find us at hundreds of events each year, supporting our equipment on site and providing the PCI Weatherman Relay. See you in the desert.
Tested and proven in some of the world's most rugged environments, the all-new Warn Xeon XD and XP line of vehicle recovery winches have arrived, redesigned from the ground up. Warn Xeon XD and XP represent the ultimate in performance and durability on the market today. You'll have the confidence to go farther, and most of all, go prepared.
Welcome back to the 2025 Monster Energy Melee presented by Holley Off-Road here at the Beech Bend Raceway during Holley LS Fest. I am Miles Hasselquist. We just wrapped up the Tire Spine UTV Stock class. Up next is the future of our sport, the Youth 170s. They are going to miss the rocks, and we have the 929 of Clara Hoback out of Lebanon, Tennessee with Hoback Racing. In the stock class with her Polaris, Super Grip tires, Alba Racing, and Extreme Coatings, making her Ultra 4 USA debut. And then we have Jet One Speed Racer out of Greensboro, North Carolina with Fraser Boys Racing, part of the modified class with his Polaris, Diddy's Big Block, Digging Deeper, Radical Race Gear, CA Technologies, Diamond F, and Mom and Dad. So they're out on a parade lap. This will be another 5-lap race this evening. This is their prelim to get everything set up for tomorrow's main event. We do kick off tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. Central Time. Looks like Dylan Harper is tuned in. And we are about to go. Thanks for everybody tuning in to the Ultra 4 USA YouTube page. And don't forget to pull up ultra4racing.livemotorsports.com for the same timing I have right here in the Big B studio. Throwing a little bit more water out on course. The kids are on their parade lap. And then we'll give them a green flag. And they'll be live racing right in front of everybody here at Holley LS Fest. And don't forget to go see Roxy, buy all the things at Mega Merch, the Ultra 4 USA, and King of the Hammers. And if you spend some money, they'll give you some raffle tickets tomorrow at noon and 5 p.m. They'll be giving away some more Monster Energy swag. They've got hats, they've got koozies, and a few coolers as well. So if you buy some swag from Ultra 4 USA, you're entered in the Monster Energy giveaway. So they are stopped. They're ready. It's going to be Clara Hoback and Jet Frazier out there running around. The future of our sport out there having some fun. Got some chatter over the PCI race radio, making sure everything is up to par and ready to rock. Sounds like recovery's good. Medical's good. And we are off, and it is Jet one speed, Frazier out front. And then Clara Hoback right behind him. They're going to do 5 laps on this modified course, about a quarter of a mile. They're doing just kind of one big loop, staying out front for safety reasons. And Hoback and Frazier are staying pretty tight so far. Hoback's in a stock car. Frazier's in a modified car. Frazier, if you remember, he caught fire in AOP. It was extremely scary, but he wanted to thank Radical Race Gear for keeping him safe and sound. His dad got the car back. They got it all dialed in, and he's back racing. And Clara Hoback is right behind him, trying to chase him down. They are in separate classes, but they're out here having some fun. These young guys and gals get a race on the same course as the big dogs. It looks like Clara Hoback sticks a nose in, almost gets around Frazier. Has to check up just a little bit. Looks like a 56-second and 57-second times for their first lap out of 5. So they're on lap number 2 of 5. This is our second Joker race of the season for the Central Series. You had to have raced all 3 races in one division and then decide which Joker you're going to use this one for. The East, West, and Central Series is pretty tight for a lot of classes. And then obviously for the National Championship coming up here in just a few weeks in Laughlin, Nevada, October 16th through the 18th for the Laughlin Desert Classic and Ultra 4 USA Nationals. But before that, we head up just outside of Sacramento for the NorCal Western Joker Series race, September 19th and 20th. They're in Rancho Cordova. To give a huge shout out to all the volunteers that helped this put together. Holley LS Fest, Ultra 4 USA staff, all the media, safety, USAC, racers, fans, and all of the marketing partners that make this all possible. This is just a start of Holley LS Fest. Tomorrow is going to be wild. There's going to be a ton of people. And Hoback goes in on the inside once again, trying to get around Frazier. She's giving him a run for his money. So Frazier and Hoback out there having some fun. Out there on lap number 3 of 5. So 2 more laps to go for the Youth 170 race. So far, so good. We had some tumbles during qualifying, but the racing's kept pretty clean so far. We still have 3 more races this evening before we sign off for the night. Get everything prepped up and ready for tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Central Time. And then we race all day long. We'll have a couple short breaks, but we have Hoop TX that'll be out there having some fun with us as well. And the LS Fest off-road participants that signed up, they get to race the same track. They can opt to race the rocks that they want, but most of them will go around just like the Youth 170s. So they're out on lap number 4. Next time around will be the white flag. Next time around will be the white flag, and it's still Jet 1-Speed Frazier out front, followed by Clara Hoback. White flag is out and flies for Jet Frazier. 1 more lap to go. Can Clara Hoback get the pass? She's been close to him this entire time. See Paul Wolf cruising through, getting staged up and ready. And Old Faithful, his X3. So Jet Frazier and Clara Hoback on their last lap. These young guys and gals out there having some fun. The checkered flag will be flying here very shortly. And the fastest lap for both of them was their last lap at 48 seconds. And only a half a second between them on their last. But this is a physical finish. So it'll be Jet 1-Speed Frazier grabbing the checkered flag, followed closely by Clara Hoback. So the 170 prelim race is over. They'll be heading through the PCI pits off course. Up next will be the UTV Pro Modified race, presented by G4 Suspension Technologies. It's fun seeing the young guys and gals out there. A lot of their parents put a lot of effort to get their kids out here and racing with us. So we're going to reset a few things. We're going to step away, but the G4 Suspension Technology Pro Modified class is up next with more racing action.
Over 25 years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks, the leader in off-road shock technology.
We don't take these lightly. They're not practiced or anything like that. We're here to try to win.
You know, we're getting bigger car counts. It's a new track. It's a cool venue, and it's a different change of scenery.
That's what Ultra 4 is. But then when the green flag drops, it's all out battle. Mad Max and Thunderdome.
It's going to be tough. Competition is the best of the best.
For me, it's just a place to go release some anger and have some fun with my kids, and it's like fist fighting in a goddamn race car.
Before racing to me is a way to get out with friends. It's where we spend time together. It's where you get your blood pumping.
I'm excited. I have a lot of confidence on where Ultra 4 is going to be.
Ultra 4 is awesome. It's so much fun because you're just wheel to wheel with the guy next to you, and especially in short course. And what an opportunity to be able to race side by side with like pro level drivers that have won K8 previously, OG drivers that have been in this for 10 plus years,
PCI Race Radio is the leader in off-road communication since 1972. Our equipment was developed for racing in Baja, perfected for enjoying the weekend with family and friends. PCI has the highest quality communications, navigation, and safety equipment, backed by the best support in the industry. Find us at hundreds of events each year, supporting our equipment on site and providing the PCI Weatherman Relay. See you in the desert.
Tested and proven in some of the world's most rugged environments, the all-new Warn Xeon XD and XP line of vehicle recovery winches have arrived, redesigned from the ground up. Warn Xeon XD and XP represent the ultimate in performance and durability on the market today. You'll have the confidence to go farther, and most of all, go prepared.
Welcome back to the 2025 Monster Energy Melee presented by Holley Off-Road. I am Miles Hasquist, and we are about to kick off the G-Force Pro Modified class. And we got a fan from Holley LS Fest that's hopping in the booth with me. We got Titus. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm enjoying it. It's been a long week, but it's built up all to this one moment right here. And we got a pretty good field that's heading out there. Nick Anderson is on that pole, number 3402 out of Canton, Georgia, with Anderson Racing. He's in his Can-Am Maverick R with LFX, CT Raceworks, UTV Race Shop, Infinite Off-Road, Evo, Tire Spine, and PRP. In P2, it's the 1018 of Paul Wolf out of Alton, Illinois with Wolf Racing. He's in his Can-Am X3 with Badlands Off-Road Park, Alltech, VP, Nitto, and Raceline. And that second line is going to be the 256 of Brandon Davis out of Huntsville, Alabama with Davis Racing. He's in a Miller Brothers built Can-Am X3 with Raceline wheels, Mickey Thompson, Gear Grabbers, Freedom Lifts, and RCV. And then next to him will be the 304 of Gavin Smith out of Pritchard, West Virginia with G. Smitty Racing. In this Can-Am with Lynchworks, Mountain Made Off-Road, CT Raceworks, MRT, and Leonard's Electric. And we are about to kick off the G-Force Pro Modified class. So, what have all you been taking in during Holley LS Fest so far, Titus?
I went to the, car and truck show over there. Everything's been pretty sick. I've watched the drifting, and now I'm up here.
Yeah, what's your favorite part so far?
Probably the drifting. It's been awesome to watch.
Well, wait till the 4400s race tomorrow afternoon, evening. I hope you come back for that one. It's going to be a great day of racing all day, but soak it all in. Make sure you're here for 4400. They're going to get wild.
What time is that at?
We don't know. We start at 7:30. I'm going to guess 5, 6 o'clock. It just depends on how the racing goes, and we are live racing 2x2 straight into Monster Alley, and it is Nick Anderson side by side with Paul Wolf, but it is Anderson out front. Then it is Wolf, Gavin Smith, and Brandon Davis have a drag race as well, and they're still side by side.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're giving it all they got. This is going to be a pretty good race here. And Nick Anderson and Paul Wolf out front. But third and fourth between Gavin Smith and Brandon Davis is going to be a good one as well. This is our second Joker race of the season. And a big bicycle by Wolf, but he's able to bring it back in. So Nick Anderson extends his lead just by a little bit. And they've got a pretty good points battle going on as well.
Yeah, they do. What does a Joker race mean?
So if you race 3 races within a series, you can choose which Joker race you want to replace which series race, and you can better yourself. So if you had a bad run in your Central Badlands race, you can choose that one to replace with this weekend. But you would have had to choose it before the race starts.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a way to get some more people out here, get some exciting points battles going on.
Nick Anderson has a pretty good lead here.
Yeah, he's got probably about a 5-second split over Paul Wolf. This is a 5-lap prelim race, getting everything set up for tomorrow's main event for the G-Force Pro Modified race. And then tomorrow's race will be 6 laps, but tonight's just 5. It's a 1.1 mile lap, and they're giving it. And here comes Nick Anderson through Monster Alley once again. So we're still green racing with Nick Anderson, then Paul Wolf. Anderson just throws down a 137 lap, and Paul Wolf with a 141. Anderson taking that a little wide as he hits the king kicker. This is where Jesse Oliver took a pretty good tumble earlier on today. He is okay. They did go get him checked out, but glad to hear he's going to be all right. I doubt the car makes it. Aaron Lynch is tuned in. Dan Hill. Anthony Denny rooting on Anderson Racing.
Anderson has a pretty good lead right now, it looks.
Yeah, Anderson and Wolf will be a battle. Anderson in that new Maverick R, and Paul Wolf is in his old faithful X3 Can-Ams. So he's got a little bit of horsepower advantage, but I think Paul Wolf is playing his cards. He's looking to do really well in the open in that Mav R. And I guess we'll see if he runs the Mav R or not. We'll find out here coming up soon. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It is Nick Anderson, then Paul Wolf, Brandon Davis, and Gavin Smith. Nick Anderson heading into the Monster Boulders. He'll be heading out for lap number 3 of 5 with a pretty good lead. Probably what we're about to find out. I'm going to guess it's probably about a 12-second lead or so. Looks like 9 seconds splitting Nick Anderson and Paul Wolf. You can go, if you're back at home, you can pull up ultra4racing.livemotorsports.com.
It looks like Nick Anderson might lap Gavin Smith.
Yeah, it could happen on a 5-lap race. That'll be interesting. That's going to be some pretty good bragging rights for sure. Brandon Davis still pushing strong. Yeah, Gavin Smith must have had a little bit of an issue because he is a little off pace. That's not like him, but it looks like he's back in action now. So they're starting to, the field is definitely starting to split up. Got about 10 seconds between everybody out on course. So lap number 3 of 5 here during Holley LS Fest with Ultra 4 USA for the 2025 Monster Energy Melee, presented by Holley Off-Road. I am Miles Hasselquist in the Big B studio with Titus. Just a fan wanted to come over and have some fun, right, buddy?
Oh, yeah. Give you some company.
Yeah, I was hanging out with all my friends, but. All right, heading out for lap number 4 is Nick Anderson. Next time around for Anderson will be the white flag. And here comes Paul Wolf comfortably in that second position. Remember, this is the prelim race, getting everything set up for tomorrow's main. So I think they're taking it a little bit easy because those Monster Alley can take its toll on some of these cars.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen it eat a couple cars today so far. These corners are big, and there's some traction. There is some weather in the area. Looks like they pushed the rain a little bit, so hopefully we're good tonight. But it might rain tomorrow morning. Could be interesting. So we're about halfway through the 5th and final lap right here, right now for the G-Force Pro Modified race. And from the start, it has been Nick Anderson with Anderson Racing out front and has not looked back. Checkered flag is in hand. It will be waving here in about 25 seconds for Nick Anderson as long as he can keep it together. And Titus, you were right. He missed the lap in Gavin Smith by about 15 seconds.
He was close. You might catch him on this last lap right here.
And we may have missed the checkered flag on that one. I'm not sure. So we're going to give him one more lap. So Paul Wolf coming through once again. One more lap to go. We sent him out for an extra lap. Might as well have him, give him a little bit more fun.
Let him have some more fun.
So it's still Nick Anderson, then Paul Wolf, Brandon Davis, and Gavin Smith. You think Anderson can reel in Gavin and give him a lap?
It looks like he's slowing down here, just trying to, finish out the race strong.
Yeah, keep the car together. And everybody's pretty comfortable in their position. And Paul Wolf starting to catch Anderson. He was a little bit off the pace, but it looks like he's back in action. So it's still Nick Anderson, Paul Wolf, Brandon Davis, and Gavin Smith. Anderson had a great showing last weekend at the Big House over Labor Day weekend in Crandon, Wisconsin.
Gavin Smith is stopped over there.
So Gavin Smith is pulled off course. The checkered flag is out in Monster Alley. And we'll wave for Nick Anderson with Anderson Racing as he takes a huge donkey kick over the Monster Alley boulders. And Gavin Smith does get lapped as he pulled over. This is a Grand Prix finish, so Gavin Smith gets the checkered flag. Will be in that fourth position. Lots of chatter on the PCI Race Radio. And here comes Paul Wolf, P2 for tomorrow's main event for the G-Force Pro Modified class. One more car coming in, and that's the 256 of Brandon Davis. So in that first position, the 3402 out of Canton, Georgia, Nick Anderson with Anderson Racing. P2 goes to the 1018 of Paul Wolf out of Alton, Illinois with Wolf Racing. And they're grabbing the checkered flag is the 256 of Brandon Davis with Davis Racing. So we have a cold course. So up next, I believe, is the Youth 1K. And yes, it is. 2 more races yet to go. Well, Titus, I hope you had fun in here. Don't be a stranger. You can come back later on.
No, I will. It was a blast.
All right. Well, we're going to step away from the action, get everything reset for Youth 1K. 2 more races to go. So don't go anywhere.
Over 25 years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks. The leader in off-road shock technology.
We don't take these lightly. They're not practiced or anything like that. We're here to try to win.
We're getting bigger car counts. It's a new track. It's a cool venue. And it's a different change of scenery.
That's what Ultra 4 is. But then when the green flag drops, it's all out battle. Mad Max and Thunderdome.
It's going to be tough. Competition is the best of the best.
For me, it's just a place to go release some anger and have some fun with my kids. And it's like fist fighting in a goddamn race car.
UTV racing to me is a way to get out with friends. It's where we spend time together. It's where you get your blood pumping.
I'm excited. I have a lot of confidence on where Ultra 4 is going to be.
Ultra 4 is awesome. It's so much fun because you're just wheel to wheel with the guy next to you, and especially in short course. And what an opportunity to be able to race side by side with like pro level drivers that have won tail-8 previously, OG drivers that have been in this for 10 plus years.
PCI Race Radios, the leader in off-road communications since 1972. Our equipment was developed for racing in Baja, perfected for enjoying the weekend with family and friends. PCI has the highest quality communications, navigation, and safety equipment, backed by the best support in the industry. Find us at hundreds of events each year, supporting our equipment on site and providing the PCI Weatherman Relay. See you in the desert.
And welcome back to the 2025 Monster Energy Melee presented by Holley Off-Road. We didn't spend any time between those two races. We got caught a little bit, but we are back and racing with the Youth 1000s. We have Avery Davis and Reese Cooper. So it looks like Avery Davis is out front, and then it's Reese Cooper. So Avery Davis out of Macon, Georgia with the 527 with Turned Up Racing. And then Reese Cooper with the 550 out of Cartersville, Georgia with Turned Up Racing. And joining me in the Big B studio is Adam Brown. His race is up next. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing great. This is some great racing. The weather's held up. Looks like it's pushed till later tonight and tomorrow morning, maybe a little sloppy.
That's good. We're at the night race tomorrow, so that's going to be good.
Exactly.
Not the first one, though.
Not this time. I can switch it around for you if you want.
No, we'll keep it where it's at. I like it. It's been a great track.
So
this is a good job.
This is a 1.1 mile lap. These young guys and gals are racing 5 full laps. So it's going to be a fun one to watch. We have Turned Up Racing, both of them out there with Mark McClary helping them out with CA Technologies.
We got that next race is going to be pretty big. There's a lot of people in the top points.
Yeah. The points battle is going to be big in here, especially with the little mix-up we had and got everything straightened out finally.
We did finally.
Yeah. So thanks for keeping us honest on all of that. But I know you're going to be pushing hard for this one.
If I get first place, I'll be in first in the open class.
In nationals, right? Now you're sitting, what are you, East and Central?
Central. Yeah.
Central. So you should be leading.
East, I'm sitting third.
Okay, third and first in Central, if I'm not mistaken.
Third.
Third, okay, but in nationals altogether.
Yeah.
All right.
And so we need a good win right here.
And you're, let's see, you're going to be sitting
third,
P1 in that second row. So the third position.
So are we running one heat or two heats?
Just two heats.
Two heats.
Yep.
Sweet.
So this is prelim, and then tomorrow will be your main.
It'll be good. There's a lot of competition out here today.
And Avery Davis out front. And then it's Reese Cooper. In the Youth 1K, these cars follow the stock class rules.
That's a girl driving, isn't it?
Yeah, yep. Reese Cooper, she raced with us in Crandon and came back to back.
She's doing good.
And then Avery Davis is out there pushing strong.
That's some good action in the 4400 earlier.
Oh, man, the qualifying was pretty wild. You guys put on a pretty good show, too. And I think this next race, the main event prelim tonight with the All Things UTV Open class is going to be a good one. You guys are going to be battling strong.
I think it's going to be really good. How many is in the Open?
At least 5 who qualified.
Sweet.
So it's still Avery Davis out front, then Reese Cooper. And catching a little bit of mud. Reese Cooper hits Jack's Believe Cam drone. And don't forget, Roxy's selling all the things at Mega Merch. If you spend $20, you get a raffle ticket for some Monster Energy swag. We have koozies, hats, and coolers. You buy those, and tomorrow at noon and 5 p.m., we'll be giving that stuff away right there at Mega Merch. And we got a battle through Monster Alley.
Some good rocks. It's a good rock section.
Yeah, it's fun. So you went through it at pace during qualifying, and there's definitely a preferred left line, it looks. But if you hit it just wrong, I've seen some pretty good donkey kicks coming through.
That winded flip.
Yeah.
In the green car. Well, we better go get ready.
All right, buddy. Adam, always a pleasure, buddy, and good luck out there. Put on a show for us.
Appreciate it.
All right, Adam Brown.
Cody, I'm coming for you.
Oh, I like it. So Adam Brown joined us real quick, but he's got to get all set up. Checking a few things on the back end, but everything so far so good for Avery Davis and Reese Cooper out there on their third lap of 5. Looks like Holley Gentiles rooting on Avery Davis. And we got a lot of Nick Anderson fans that are rooting on him during that last Pro Modified race. But so far, so good for Avery Davis being chased down by Reese Cooper. And they're coming into Monster Alley once again. We'll see if we got a pass in the rocks or no. No, we're playing follow the leader through the rocks, trying to keep it smooth. So Avery Davis being chased by Reese Cooper on their fourth lap of 5. The white flag will be coming out. It's been a pretty good fight out there. This coverage of Ultra 4 USA for the Monster Energy Beech Bend Melee is presented by Holley Off-Road and is brought to you by our official sponsors, G-Force, All Things UTV, Tire Spine, Warren Racing, PCI Race Radios, NorCal Rock Racing, Holley Off-Road, Brannick Motorsports, Rock Crawler Suspension, Spider Tracks, Metal Cloak, Factor 55, Monster Energy, Freight Factory, Maxxis Tires, Big B Motorsports, and by King Shocks. So please support who supports the sport. Without all those amazing marketing partners, we would not be racing here during the Holley LS Fest. Starting to get a little bit of gap between Avery Davis and Reese Cooper. We'll see how this plays out. We're on our final lap for the Youth 1K. Up next is the All Things UTV Open class. One more race of the evening before we sign off, get everything restacked and ready for tomorrow's big day starting at 7:30 a.m. Central Time. So I know Caleb with Take It Live is back home, switching the show from behind the scenes in California. So that means we're going live at 5:30 for you, buddy. Sorry. Checkered flag is out for Avery Davis, the number 527 out of Macon, Georgia, with Turned Up Racing. And his Can-Am with Turned Up Racing, High Lifter, G-Force, Wayland Speed, and CA Technologies. Followed closely within 6 seconds, the 550 of Mrs. Reese Cooper out of Cartersville, Georgia, with Turned Up Racing. And her Can-Am Maverick R, CA Technologies, Carter's Off-Road, Atlanta Wheel Repair, G-Force, and Wayland Speed. Sorry, I goofed that one up. White flag, one more lap to go. Got a little ahead of myself. Bowling Green is an amazing town right here in Warren County, just 60 miles north of Nashville, Tennessee. The normal population is 72,000, but I think it's going to be a lot bigger this weekend. And they've got a lot of big companies here. The headquarters of Holley Performance, the Corvette Museum, Fruit of the Loom, Camping World, and the Battle of Bunker Hill was in this area as well. So a really cool area right here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So Avery Davis coming through the Monster Alley for the last time. The checkered flag is actually out this time. I apologize for next lap around. But Holley Gentile gets to root on Avery Davis, but followed closely by Reese Cooper. What a great race for the Youth 1K, the future of our sport. Age limit is there from 12 to 16. So we're getting everything all set up for the main event tonight, for the prelim, for the all things UTV Open class is up next. So we're going to step away from the action, but more racing yet to come.
Over 25 years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks. The leader in off-road shock technology.
We don't take these lightly. They're not practiced or anything like that. We're here to try to win.
You know, we're getting bigger car counts. It's a new track. It's a cool venue, and it's a different change of scenery.
That's what Ultra 4 is. But then when the green flag drops, it's all out battle. Mad Max and Thunderdome.
It's going to be tough. Competition is the best of the best.
For me, it's just a place to go release some anger and have some fun with my kids, and it's like fist fighting in a goddamn race car.
Ultra racing to me is a way to get out with friends. It's where we spend time together. It's where you get your blood pumping.
I'm excited. I have a lot of confidence on where Ultra 4 is going to be.
Ultra 4 is awesome. It's so much fun because you're just wheel to wheel with the guy next to you, and especially in short course. And what an opportunity to be able to race side by side with like pro level drivers that have won tail 8 previously, OG drivers that have been in this for 10 plus years.
PCI Race Radios, the leader in off-road communications since 1972. Our equipment was developed for racing in Baja, perfected for enjoying the weekend with family and friends. PCI has the highest quality communications, navigation, and safety equipment, backed by the best support in the industry. Find us at hundreds of events each year, supporting our equipment on site and providing the PCI Weatherman Relay. See you in the desert.
Tested and proven in some of the world's most rugged environments, the all-new Warn Xeon XD and XP line of vehicle recovery winches have arrived, redesigned from the ground up. Warn Xeon XD and XP represent the ultimate in performance and durability on the market today. You'll have the confidence to go farther, and most of all, go prepared.
Welcome back to the 2025 Monster Energy Melee presented by Holley Off-Road. I am Miles Hasquist in the Big B studio, joined by my good friend Bill McGibbon, all the way from Canada. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, Miles. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. Did you bring me any maple syrup or any whiskey?
No.
No, what? You were just home. You were in Crandon last week, drove all the way to Never Never Land and came back.
We did. We had to go home, do a whole bunch of repairs and stuff like that. We'd pull a third out of it, and Crandon was pretty hard on the car,
Oh,
but
it was.
it was an awesome time.
And your right foot was a little heavy, right? You snapped that throttle cable right in half. Been doing too many squats.
Yeah, we were pretty hyped up going into that race. We felt pretty good, and apparently a little too hyped up.
Oh, yeah. But, hey, that's all good. You got the car back home. You got it finished, and you're back out here racing with us once again.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And you debuted that car last year. It was brand new here. And during qualifying, you took a little tumble. But you got the car fixed back up, and you've been racing all season. You know, that was a scary moment. I was glad you're okay. You got the car fixed, and you're back out here ready.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's been an amazing car. We've put a little over a year in it now, and yeah, it's really getting dialed in. I actually, right now, when we did qualifying and stuff today, it was we have the car. I got to pull my end of it. So.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be a fun one. Always fun watching out here, and I'm glad you joined me here in the studio. I know you're a little hesitant, but we got you here. I beat you in that arm wrestling contest, and
yeah,
you lost a bet. that was a joke, by the way. So up next, here is the main event for this evening for prelim. It's all things UTV. And in that pole position, once again, is Nick Anderson, side by side with Paul Wolf. Sorry, it's Paul Wolf in that P1, then Nick Anderson, Adam Brown, Cody Willenborg, and Jason Washburn. So it's a dogfight through Monster Alley. And in that whole shot, it is Paul Wolf in that Maverick R, followed closely by Nick Anderson. And then it's Adam Brown and Cody Willenborg side by side. They were able to keep it together. Got a little wide, but made it happen. And here's the king kicker. Oh, and Wolf spins out. He's on the gas trying to get up there, but it is Adam Brown side by side.
Yeah, this is a very technical course.
Yeah, it looks like a hayfield. Well, it used to be. But it's tight and technical, really, like you said, Bill.
It is extremely technical. There's a lot of gotchas out there, and you have to really pay attention to your line choice and braking, and, yeah, it'll get you.
So Nick Anderson with that lead when Paul Wolf spun out. So he's got I'm going to say a 5-second lead. Then it's Wolf, then it's Brown, then it's Willenborg, and Jason Washburn, our top 5. And if you want the same timing I have here in the Big B studio, make sure you go to ultra4racing.livemotorsports.com. This is a 5-lap prelim, getting everything set up for their big race tomorrow. You have your prelim tomorrow midday, and then your main event tomorrow night for the 4,400 mains.
Yeah, the 10 laps is going to be very challenging on heat management and keeping the car together to last that amount of time.
And Nick Anderson throws down a 1:39, and with Paul Wolf's spin out, he's only 3 seconds behind. Then it's Adam Brown, then Cody Willenborg, and Jason Washburn. So out front, the 3402 out of Canton, Georgia with Anderson Racing. And then that second spot's the 1018 of Paul Wolf out of Alton, Illinois with Wolf Racing. Then it's the 334 out of Selma, Alabama, Adam Brown with All Geared Up Racing. And then it's the 529 of Cody Willenborg out of Herrick, Illinois with CW Motorsports. And last but not least, the number 98 of Jason Washburn out of Watrous, Tennessee with Late to Register Racing in his wide open design single-seat car. This is the open class, so 2,000cc engine. Dream it, build it, come racing. It is a 35-inch tire maximum. No, it's open, so there is no, it's open class. Come racing.
It's wild how far the side-by-sides have come.
Well, look at Kyle Chaney winning King of the Hammers, the Unlimited class this year.
Yeah.
It's like you said, I remember, they used to be called golf carts. Well, they still are for fun, but they're no golf carts anymore. Those things are actual race cars.
Yeah, they're wild.
Ray Kempton is rooting on Paul Wolf, who's currently in that second position, 3.5 seconds behind Nick Anderson, our race leader. So Nick Anderson, Paul Wolf, Adam Brown, Cody Willenborg, and Jason Washburn. We are out on their third lap of 5 for this preliminary, getting them all set up for tomorrow's big race.
How many laps are they doing tomorrow?
They'll be doing 6, if I remember right. And you'll be doing 10. Yeah, so tomorrow's racing will be 6 laps for everybody, except for 48 will run 8, and 44 will race 10 laps during their mains. You'll have a 6-lap prelim, so that's going to be, like you said, heat management, car management, driver management.
Yeah, big time. Yeah. We had heat management issues just in practice.
Yeah. Well, keep her together.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can do preventatively tonight to get everything?
I did do a couple of adjustments and stuff like that. I think we were kind of riding the brakes a little bit too hard, and I've never seen an RCV heat up like that. It was
one of your axles.
Yeah, it was smoking. It was literally boiling the grease inside of the RCV.
And it's Nick Anderson 1, Paul Wolf 2, heading out for their 4th lap. And then it's Adam Brown, followed closely by Cody Willenborg. And it's a tight points battle, so this Joker race is going to be very important for everybody out there on course. Roxy's been selling all the things today, doing her thing. Looks like the fastest lap of this race so far is Nick Anderson on his 3rd lap.
Those new Mavars, they are so fast.
They're pretty wild. I believe you have a UTV for just a go-around getter, right?
Yeah, I have a Turbo S.
Okay. Those Polarises are pretty solid. They're fast machines, but like you said, those Mavars are something special.
Yeah, they are a game changer for sure.
Again, thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the 2025 Monster Energy Melee presented by Holley Off-Road during the Holley LS Fest. The white flag is out for Nick Anderson, heading out for his 5th and final lap, starting to pull away from Paul Wolf. They were roughly 3 to 5 seconds. Now they're up to 8 seconds apart. So I think on this last lap, if I was Paul, I would just stay smooth and consistent, save the car for tomorrow's main event. So how'd you do in qualifying? I believe you were 5th, if I remember right.
Yeah.
So first one in that 3rd row, and that rolling start's going to be interesting, especially with those big cars side by side through the Monster Alley.
I'm very excited for that start. That's going to be awesome.
So there's Paul Wolf heading up towards the barn turn. And Anderson, smooth and consistent. He won his Pro Modified class, and now he is leading the All Things UTV Open race. There's Jack with Believe Cam. We're definitely taking some hits on the Starlink. There's a lot of people here soaking up the data. So Nick Anderson, just a few more turns to go, and the checker flag will be out. One final turn into the Monster Alley Boulders, and it's going to be the 3402 of Nick Anderson out of Canton, Georgia, with Anderson Racing. And that Can-Am Maverick R with Metal FX, CT Raceworks, UTV Race Shop, Infinite Off-Road, Evo, Tire Span, and PRP. Not far behind him is the 1018 of Paul Wolf out of Alton, Illinois, with Wolf Racing. And that Can-Am Maverick R, Badlands Off-Road Park, VP, Nitto, CA Technologies, and CBR. And then it's going to be a battle down to the wire. It's going to be Adam Brown or Cody Willenborg. It looks like it's going to be Brown. No, Willenborg goes for the pass in Monster Alley, and it's going to be down to the wire. Who was it? By 0.2 of a second, it was Adam Brown over Willenborg. Willenborg gave it his all there at the finish. That was exciting. He had an amazing pass in the rocks in Crandon as well.
That was well done.
So they put on one heck of a show. Well, Bill, always a pleasure. Thanks for coming up and chatting with me. I know you're hungry, so I'll let you go have a little snacky snack, but we'll see you around, buddy. Always a pleasure.
Okay.
Good seeing you. Yep, Bill McGivern. He'll be racing tomorrow in the 4400 race. Well, it was a great race all day, and here comes Jason Washburn in that wide-open design car. He'll be grabbing that checkered here in a little bit, but it was an exciting 3-4 finish between Adam Brown and Cody Willenborg. Comfortably winning it was Nick Anderson, then Paul Wolf, then Adam Brown, Cody Willenborg, and then Jason Washburn. Thank you again for tuning in. It's been a wonderful day. Tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m., we will go live racing and race all day long. So it looks like everything is wrapping up. So thanks for tuning in to the 2025 Monster Energy Beech Bend Joker Race during LS Fest right here at the Beech Bend Raceway in Bowling Green, Kentucky. From the entire broadcast crew right here with Ultra 4 USA, I am Miles Hasquist. Thank you. We will see you tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. sharp, Central Time. Have a good one.